Okay, abbreviated version of antidisestablishmentarianism nightly, the weekly half-hour show with Ben Boquist. I am Ben Boquist, and this is my partner for this episode on legalization of marijuana, Dr. Lonzo Benicio. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you for having me again.
Sweet. I'm going to put this down on the table there, so then we got a stand. Perfect. So we don't have to worry about all the fuckery. So, between the last episode and this one, the prohibition of marijuana has ended.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's been a long time coming. Not the entire prohibition still, though. And that's, I think, part of the problem. We're kind of tiptoeing into ground that's already been covered, and obviously we've seen the repercussions of that. The second night of it being legal, there's a break-in, $100,000 from a dispensary.
Mm-hmm. And the reason behind that is because they can't use the banks because they're not FDIC, right?
That's
they're
correct.
Not federal.
Well, no, they've run afoul of the Anti-Money Laundering Act from the Patriot Act.
Mm.
The anti-money portion of the Patriot Act, where you can't have any money coming in from illegal activities to combat terrorism, to combat whatever any sort of money laundering issue. So if it breaks federal law, you can't hold it.
Got you.
Yeah.
So therefore, these places are getting...
Put it on your mattress, which is very, very dangerous and stupid.
Yeah. I mean, even, you can take as much precaution as you want. Someone's still going to try to, steal your safe or whatever, you know. So that's one thing that happened that's a downside for anybody in that industry. But otherwise, it seems like it's coming up daisies for them.
But it's gonna experience some growing pains. We're still seeing that even though it's legal and pretty wide distributed and have a good crop, price is still ridiculously high. And part of the problem, the cost, is taxes. You're looking almost at 50% on certain purchases. So why would illegal weed even go away? It's still cheaper to go see the black market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kept getting that feeling just driving past, because I went to a couple early. I went on January 1st, and just to see what the lines were like.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, how many people? No, there was no way. I wasn't even going thinking I would. But then I went a couple times later, and saw it was still off days, Tuesdays at whenever in the morning, right. Or just odd hours, and they would have these long ass lines. And I'd be like, how is anybody? It made me want to sell weed to them. Jeez.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. They're talking about allowing people to do peddler's licenses so you can sell weed on the streets. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
That's awesome, and a slap in the face to
the Biggie Smalls.
Yeah,
tell you motherfuckers to call me. Try to make a living, feed my daughter.
For fucking
it's
real.
All good, baby.
Yeah, it really should be that way, but they should find the people who they locked up for doing that same thing and pay them, back pay them,
easily.
Take care of all their... they fucked up these people's lives who were doing that.
We had a gentleman, I had a case one time, kid, 15, really young, New York, so they had the 3 strikes law at the time, got caught with half a gram of crack cocaine, and they got him for 15 years because it was his 3rd strike for intent to distribute. How do you distribute half a gram? Here's a little molecule for you, a mote for me.
Right.
Where's the reasoning behind this?
That's some leftover crack shit right there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But luckily we were able to help him and got the conviction overturned. But
did he serve any time?
Oh yeah, he was in there for about 3 or 4 years. Takes time. Even if you fast track and do everything right.
Oh yeah.
So it's amazing. It's progress, I guess, but also you're right. It slapped the face of all hardworking Americans that.
Yeah, that's an emotion that I couldn't shake the whole time, especially, I didn't even tell the story yet, so I fucking went and checked out the place 3 times, just basically laughing at everybody in line, what an idiot, I would never do that. Flash forward to me the next weekend, coldest week of the year so far.
Hey, tell me about that, yeah.
-5 wind chill, and we drove out 30 minutes past my house, so it was not an easy way to get back. And it made me basically stay there, and I sat in the fucking cold outside, -5 wind chill, for 2 fucking hours just to get ripped off. They sold me an old vape that was it was packaged on 3/21/19. It's now what 7 months later. So craziness.
One thing I do like about legalization.
Stop working.
And hopefully you have the same experience. But once it leaves the place, you can't return it. So that's the difference.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a prescription, basically.
With medical?
No, for any weed.
Okay, so I wonder what my
I'm probably just sending a replacement.
comeuppance is going to be. Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing. So it was really funny. This is back in Oregon. So probably changed it here. Be a different experience here. But I went to get some weed at the dispensary. Walked in there, ordered it. It sounded weird, like the price. I'm like, no, even for my military discount, it shouldn't be this much. I should owe this much. She's like, no, it's fine, take it. Get back out to the car. I'm like, fuck, there isn't anything I ordered. This is someone else's shit. So I go back in there, like, oh man, my bad, you did mention that. Well, we can't take it back now. I'm like, well, shit, what are we gonna do? Like, I don't know, this has never happened before. Let me get the let me get the manager.
It's never happened before. Usually people just leave with their weed happy. Yeah. Was it less than what you ordered?
Yeah, it was a lot less. That's why I'm like, all right, I owe more money.
Yeah.
Manager came out like, so what happened? I told this story. She's like, oh, well, shit, we can't take it back. How about this? You keep that because we can't do anything with it, and we'll fill your order for free. So I got about $500 for your free weed.
There you go.
That's amazing. I'm like, oh. So there's more recourse. I do like the legalization. It does open up different avenues for people and customers and clients. And people don't have to knife each other over some bad weed.
Mm-hmm. There's true. It's more of a business transaction with like cameras and stuff.
No one's ripping over anyone.
Fucking. There's a lot of gray areas still though, and that's annoying. I went and finally got up to the counter 2 hours later, and I'm just like sitting there. They put everything on the counter, and I like grabbed the tube and like tried to read it, turn it and read it, and she's like, oh, no, don't touch it. Like, no touching, apparently. It's like a strip club of weed. There's just no touching of it.
That's what Illinois is really missing, and shooting himself in the foot. Sure, the weed is good for tax money. It's going to be a great generation of revenue, but it's only adjacent. You still need to have a good experience there. From what you're telling me, it was very clinical. 10 people at a time. Mm-hmm. That's not my experience in Washington and in Oregon. There, it's more curated. You come in, they give you like a snack, like here's a fruit tray, whatever. Help yourself. Walk around. If you need anything, let us know.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
And you can they'll take the weed off the shelf, like the big old tub, and like here, feel it, smell it, how much you want. Mm. So hopefully that will follow suit because tourism is good.
What I think is that the way that legal weed is being sold right now is definitely not how it's going to be. Yeah. But it's kind of unique. We're in this like odd time chamber of this is like how it's going to be for now because there's so much demand with people coming in the door that they were taking orders on a menu. You put that, give it to the person, they set it in, they make it your bag, call your ticket number, you go up and pay for it. Like on a person-to-person basis, none of that would be necessary. It would just say, give me this, that, this, and that. They turn around, grab it, and give it to you. Yep. But it's just such a weird time right now. Yeah. For Illinois, and it's just surreal seeing these cops outside guarding all the doors, and it's just funny. It makes me think of being a teenager and being pulled over and having to surrender all my weed and
destroyed
3-foot bongs.
Yeah. Which is very strange because you still feel like that's kind of the situation. We were at the CRAZE pour smoking. Mm-hmm. And the cop walked by and the other gentleman put his piece down. I'm like, oh, that's right. I guess we still can't do it here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But hopefully that won't be the case anymore.
Yeah, there will be places with essentially liquor licenses, but for marijuana. Yeah. And sorry, we're just watching a movie. Like something crazy's happening. Yeah. Oh my God, no!
She's dead.
Fuck.
Fucking cream.
One of them.
Splat.
Fuck. Well. Yeah, it's like there's places I heard, because actually my first job in radio was a show for on a weed radio station.
That's cool.
It was the first weed radio station, K-High in Colorado.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and they had a bunch of cool people. They had like lawyers on there, just these dudes who like were hip hop fans and were like in the culture of I think growing or something like that out there. And it was just an amazing experience to hear people openly start the conversation about, you know, not only the medical and the benefits of stuff, but also like what weed really is, which is a recreational drug. And just like alcohol is, it's something to relax you, socialize, many different uses for it. So it's good to bring that up to that level and, you know, knock down the, what you would say, stereotypes of the drug.
The barriers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very strange because
it's medicinal too.
Almost had this exact same conversation not too long ago in American history. At one point in time, marijuana was taxable. You had to report it, like if you sold it or bought it.
Really?
But it was also legal to possess or distribute. So you're kind of stuck in a crux. And they went up to the Supreme Court and they said, no, it's not violating your criminal or your right to not self-incrimination because you don't have to sell marijuana. You run into this problem.
You know that?
Yeah.
When was that?
I think like in the 70s. There's a tax stamp, but like, how are we supposed to bear taxes without telling you what the fuck we're doing?
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's an interesting footnote.
Yeah. And now we're seeing backed into it. They're taxing you. They're okay with taxing you, but still a Schedule 1 federal narcotic.
Mm-hmm. Man. Yeah, hopefully that'll come around within the next decade. I think it should.
Oh, absolutely.
It's already normalized.
It's a good climate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
JB's governor for now. We need a Democrat to make marijuana legal on the federal side.
Yeah.
I don't see any Republicans going that route.
I'm pretty sure it's going nowhere, especially in Illinois, making $20 million in the first 11 days.
Yeah.
So, what are we at here? We're at 12 minutes. All right. Yeah.
I think, are we obligatory Kobe Bryant segment? Tribute?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. We have to. Since you brought it up. What was
Tragic.
it? Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. We all learned at the same time in America that, Kobe Bryant was in a freak helicopter accident with his young daughter, his teenage daughter, and their basketball team and whole family. It's super sad and unexpected, and really a day of mourning for the whole nation. It's just one of those. Kobe is one of those people who, you know, you just don't think about leaving.
Right, especially so young and in the manner he did.
It was just everything. Like, just after LeBron just passed his mark on the all-time scoring list, and, like, there was a bunch of tributes going around. He was in the news a lot, just being back at basketball games for the first time since he retired. He's gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, which is gonna be extra sad. And it's just one of those fucking freak incidences that
you never really think about it. We had a case where this young woman that was going to graduate with us in law school had been there for about 3 years. She was also to graduate, got into a car accident. So she passed away. Luckily, her family was okay, but she passed away. So they had them come out and take her diploma in her place. I think that was real nice. But it makes you really think, we're not here for too long, and we never know where we're going to go.
It's the truest thing, man. Yeah, I mean, sadly, this kind of shit happens every day.
Absolutely.
I mean, definitely to, you know, people unexpectedly. It's fucking nuts. And every time that it happens on a world stage, it just kind of, you know, reminds everybody. Yeah. But there's a lot of ugly fallout happening. I saw something about, like, a comedian made a joke, which comedians do.
Right.
I think it's, you know,
No,
not
I don't
something
think
I would personally do.
I don't think anything's nothing's sacred, or everything has to be sacred.
Under that, yeah, for sure. And
but I was
feels a need to display that. But
I was super surprised that it got scooped so fast, but also surprised by the the reaction from the authorities about TMZ getting the first post.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. That's your business.
Yeah.
You have to be on top of it. And I'm
thing-
surprised how they found out. I think someone in the sheriff's department must have told them something.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? I mean...
Or sold them on purpose. Okay, here's...
That or, you know, people see stuff, and what's the first thing they know that maybe they can make some money or something, you know? And, but the thing that I was going to say...
I mean, it's all public information.
People make jokes. I've seen a couple of them. Yeah. And every time after this, they're like, it's like there's a cycle. It's like the cycles of grief, you know? That, like, people hit that anger stage, and there becomes, like, racial tension for some weird reason.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple instances of just, like, racial tension due to Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash. Like, what the fuck? It's so odd, but it's just people's angry reaction of grief. So chalk it up as that, and it's sad when something that's already sad starts more infighting bullshit about, you know, just anything. Like, people aren't Lakers fans, so they don't care. Like,
which is true. I mean, I knew who the man was and what he did, but it hasn't impacted me in any real way. But it's sad. Anytime a person dies unexpectedly, so young and really in the prime of their life. But
yeah, just one of those you didn't see coming. Kobe Bryant, tribute to you. That's one of the GOATs for sure. So, what else can we talk about? Anything. What do we got? We did weed. We're doing stand-up.
Yeah.
I'm doing stand-up.
That's going to be great.
I'm going to do that tonight for the second time. I'm going to try to record it and see. Maybe I'll put it in this episode.
No, you have to.
So, yeah, now that I said it, maybe, what if I don't, though? Then they'll have to come see me.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Bendemonium.
Tonight, what's the place called?
Brower House.
The Brower House, live, tonight.
House, live. Tonight.
What time? At 9?
At 8.
8 p.m.
Yeah. So, pretty much. I got some books. I got some cool books.
All right, play me out.
The Silmarillion.
Play me out. And that's been I can't say it. Disentablishmentarianism with Ben Boquist. Till next time.
Show. Oh, God. So, I was gonna just produce this podcast and put it up, but something else happened. I went to the fucking dispensary, and, I went to one and saw a giant line. I was like, yeah, fuck that. So I went to this other one, and I got in right away. It was pretty awesome. They had, like, valet parking, free. You just had to tip. I mean, you didn't have to tip, but I tipped. Shit. Did I have to tip? But I tipped. What was I going? Oh, yeah. After, so I fucking got it right in the door. I was like, how long's the wait? They're like, oh, I don't know, 4 minutes. Fuck yeah, this is awesome. And so I hand my ID to the guy. He puts it on the machine that reads it, and it just goes like, blank, 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 blank. Like, someone put me on the do not smoke legal weed list or something. I don't know. Or there was like a smudge in the barcode on the back of it. Fucking bullshit. Long story short, I drove 15 miles probably to get to this place. I'm more like, not 15, more like 7. Something like that. Well, I guess back and forth, close to 15 miles. And fucking just couldn't even get in the door. It's bullshit. Like, what? I keep thinking, like, what fucking timeline is this where the cops are selling weed or making sure that they're part of it, like, they're involved in this, they're the people checking the IDs, but their machine doesn't fucking work, and they tell you to go home without purchasing the weed. It's just so fucking weird. My brain is about to explode, and I couldn't try marijuana for the second time, so that's too bad. But I did try stand-up for the second time. I went to the Brower House, which was fun. I was originally going to kind of put my act, tag it on the back end of this podcast, but fuck that. Like, if you want to hear it, I guess you could see me if I do it again. And it was pretty fun. Gotta admit, it was cool. Seems like a challenging, good hobby that I'm going to take up and on. Take on the comedy. Take on. That's my life. I realized that if I'm working on a stand-up act, it makes me seem less crazy when I talk to myself, though. So, and it seems like that's all I can do because no one wants to hang out with me. Just kidding. People do. We're just busy. Everybody's busy. It's growing up. That's how it goes. So yeah, recap. Fuck weed in Illinois. Stand-up was fun. Come see me if I do it again and tell you about it. If not, then
And that's been fuck, I can't say it. Disentablishmentarianism with Ben Boquist. Till next time.
I don't know. I love you. Bye.